What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, welcome to episode, what is this, 15 of Who the Heck Did Porsha Williams Marry? Baby, the only thing we want to know is, did you actually know or did you know? If you guys don't know, Porsha has broken her silence. But baby, Simon, and you know that messy mess is going to break his silence, is now coming out and blaming Porsha for him not getting his green card. Baby, I gotta laugh. But if there's one thing for certain, two things for sure, Simon gonna scam till the cows come home, and baby, he gonna gaslight. Woo! Like he's some blue rhino gas coming home for the 4th of July barbecue. Y'all, let's get into this because I honestly have to laugh. Also, can we address these rumors that Porsha is divorcing Simon because she's protecting her assets? Y'all, listen, I don't know who needs to hear this, but your fave, and again, Porsha is beautiful, talented. She lights up a room. She's very talented. Porsha will move past this, let's be real, right? But your fave is not a mastermind, because if she did, she wouldn't have married Simon. She wouldn't have given Simon the calls a day. Simon is a time waster. He wasted her time, and she better hope and pray she ain't let him take any money from him for her business, or let him touch any of her businesses or do any of his creative accounting. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Porsha finally speaks out after filing for divorce from Simon. Porsha Williams spoke out after shocking fans by filing for divorce from Simon Gabodia after just 1 year marriage. I do want to let y'all know that when Porsha first filed, she filed public. She hired Jenny Mai's attorney. So there was an attorney on record on the divorce filing. Porsha's been planning this. I know what y'all saying. She was in Dubai cheesing, showing like she was his piece. And baby, when it came out, she said, "Oh, you ain't got any money? Oh, yeah, I'm out. Mwah. Peace out," right? That's what she said. Porsha had an attorney on record. There is no way that Porsha got an attorney and filed paperwork. I mean, it could have, but it doesn't look like it within 24 hours, because the attorney would have at least doesn't drop their whole caseload to make your divorce documents. And you want to make sure you get it right the first time. She also, interestingly enough, filed public. What does that mean? When you file public, that means that, oh, also there's going to be a members only live tonight. When you file public, that means that everybody can see your filing. Unlike if you file privately like Drew did, unless somebody leaks your docs, nobody will know you actually submitted them to the court. So Porsha wanted us to know, or maybe she wanted the feds to know, that she was filing. She said, "Thank you for your prayers and support." Broken heart emoji, prayer emoji. And then she signed it PW for P. Willing. P. Willie. Now, a lot of you guys think that Porsha did it to protect her assets, to which I have to say, any debt that Simon incurred during the marriage, Porsha will be responsible for. Even in the divorce, they will see what the debt is and they will split that in half or distribute it equitably, as things may be. Being as Porsha, because she signed on to the Housewives, makes more money than Simon, Porsha is probably going to have to pay child support, alimony. I know people said, "Oh my God, Nene and Greg broke up." Nene knew Greg for 20 years. They had kids together. There was real love there. The fact that some people, again, I don't know what happens inside Porsha and Simon's bedroom. According to Porsha, nothing, because she said they were in a bona fide state of separation. At the end of the day, I just don't believe that Porsha had a deep love for Simon. I think she loved the lifestyle. I think Simon loved Porsha's beauty and the access to expand his scam network again, right? To his little business opportunities that Porsha gave him. It was a marriage of convenience. Now, maybe Porsha's caught feelings, but at the end of the day, we all know Porsha. Porsha is going to Porsha. Porsha loved Dennis down, or seemed like it. And she snapped her fingers and got over that. What you think she's going to do to that man, to Simon? Anyway, again, and also, you guys know that if Porsha was really trying to protect Simon and, oh, this is a scheme, Porsha is not that smart. It is a dumb scheme. And if she was smart, it's a dumb scheme, because you know that a husband cannot testify against a wife, and a wife cannot testify a husband in a court of law. if Porsha was really trying to look out for Simon's right, they would actually stay together in this. And also, I do want to say this: when you file for divorce like this to protect assets, the courts are not stupid. There's not some arbitrary deadline. Oh, well, we were going to get you for half of the money scam, but you filed for divorce on Tuesday. That's not the way it works. Creditors can literally go back and say this is a sham divorce. She is only doing it because she does not want to be held liable. So, you know what the judge will do? The judge will bifurcate the case. What is that? The judge will say, okay, no problem. So, we'll let you be divorced and you're legally single and y'all ain't got any kids, so we don't have to worry about child support. But when it comes to money, no, we're going to let all these creditors and all these cases go forward. And once we figure out how much is owed, what's going on, and your liability, then we'll split up marital assets. And then financially, you will be divorced. So even this whole thing about, oh my gosh, she didn't protect assets, that's not the way it works. If that's the case, your husband could rob a bank, give you the money, you hide it, and then you're like, do. No. It's like if there's debt incurred, if anything occurs, the courts have things taken up so that people cannot cheat the system. You can get legally divorced, meaning you are legally single and you can go date other people and even get remarried, but your finances are still commingled, and that has been divided. We saw that with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. We saw that with Kim and Kardashian. There's the legal side of divorce for your right to remarry, the financial assets, and also anything dealing with child custody. They can be done all together. They can be done 2 out of 3, or they can be decided 1, 2, 3. In cases like this, if creditors hit Simon or if anything happens, that will be decided after they see how much Simon owes and they split it up between the courts. Okay, so in any case, getting back to this. So listen, that theory's gone. But that's not happening, okay? I just hope Porsha honestly didn't let Simon touch anything. Because if not, this will be embarrassing, but she can just move on. Anyway, Simon, meanwhile, posted a series of photos of himself seemingly unfazed while hanging by his pool. Now, mind you, a lot of people are like, Kaka, I see you, Unc, posting pictures. Porsha probably took them, baby. Unless Simon's right hand is named Porsha, no, I don't think she did. Simon, being who he is 59, is sitting there posing with his glasses, taking pictures. But if you zoom in on the pictures, as one astute commenter said, you see that he's taking selfies in his house in Atlanta. I do want to say, I don't understand how. Here's me. If you have proven to me over and over again that you are a liar or a scammer or whatever the personality defect may be, why, if you see people will lie when they wake up, like, why do you accept what they do as truth? Now, do I know if Simon is in his Atlanta home right now? No. Do I care? No. Do I work for immigration? No. If I work for immigration, would I care? Absolutely. But I don't work for immigration. I don't care. So Simon can actually play these games. But I do want to point out that Simon and Porsha have been exposed numerous times for recycling their content, taking pictures 2 years ago, posting it today, out of this, that, and the third. Hence why Simon and Porsha were still trying to act like they were flying private when we know that they got cut off of NetJets after, what was it, February 28th, 2023. Anyway, let's get to how Simon is blaming Porsha for his immigration status. Donnie Devon said in Simon's comments, if immigration finds out your sponsor, be it your wife or other, has a criminal record, it ain't going to fly with immigration. Simon said, yep. Now, I heard rumors about this on the street. I wanted to share them with you. People have been saying that Simon, one of the reasons Porsha filed so quickly is because Simon had been getting in Porsha's mind. Porsha knew what was going on with immigration because she had to sign stuff, this and that. She is the wife, right? To me, it seemed like a 98-day fiance marriage. But then again, Simon did see her as a lick, in my opinion, right? You don't have to take my word for it. Go do your own investigation. Just let me know what you think. But I say all this to say, Porsha was working with Simon to get the immigration going. Porsha, if you know, has a criminal record. from, because she liked to get handsy, right? Porsha has some type of record. Apparently, this is what streets are saying. Simon was making Porsha think that the reason he was having so much trouble with the immigration component and getting his citizenship was because they were looking at Porsha and being like, I don't know, your spouse seemed a little flaky. Your spouse seemed... Simon did not tell Porsha that the reason he could not get citizenship and the reason he was appealing is because he had been scamming since dinosaurs ruled the earth. Right? When he talking about he's in oil, baby, he was in the original oil. That's how he knows it so well. Spoiler alert, I am going to go live either today or tomorrow. I think I did a little research and figured out how Simon made his oil money. And baby, it ain't what you think. Okay. Anyway, the fact that he actually answered, if immigration finds out your sponsor, be it your wife or other, has a criminal record, it ain't going to fly with immigration. Now it's Portia's fault. Why you didn't get your immigration? Now it's Portia's fault. Again, they're saying in addition to all the other things that weren't adding up, that's why she finally just cut loose and she left. Okay. Another person said, pics taken by Porsha. Y'all ain't fooling no one. Y'all need to stop it. Some people are too invested in reality TV. Do y'all really think that someone is going to blow up their whole life for a storyline when there's a million other made up storylines they can make? On top of that, beloved, if you zoomed in, you would very much see that Simon is taking selfies. You see his hand and his reflection in his sunglasses. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Some of y'all might be like, why y'all so nosy? I'm not nosy. I literally looked at the pictures for 10 seconds. Can y'all start looking at the pictures for 10 seconds? God. Anyway, another person said, it saddens me to hear about the divorce. I also think that the vows you took, both for better or for worse, the first test that came against your marriage, your wife ran to the divorce court. You call that a test? Finding out that, baby, she don't even know your real name? Respectfully, it makes one think that the marriage was a marriage of convenience and not love. Despite all of that, what about your children whose lives were blended as a family? Isn't this the same thing we were saying about Fallon and his other kids? Speaking of which, did y'all hear that Simon's baby's mom, her house got burnt down and they are now in housing insecure, which means that they're living in Airbnb, but they don't have enough money to put down for an actual stable apartment. Simon's supposed to be worth 40 million. And this is the mother of his daughter, Ziamara, who's his friend, who's his twin. You notice we haven't seen Ziamara around. Yeah. Again, that's just more proof that Simon is either cruel and stingy or a broke joke. Either way, it's morally reprehensible. She goes on to say, no one thinks about how the children are affected in the end. Divorce is easy. Marriage is hard work. I wish you both the best in your lives ahead. Simon put respect. Y'all, this is why scammers going to scam until the day they scam their way. Simon don't fear God. He will try to scam his way into heaven. And the fact that there are this many dizzy people, no, beloved, know who you defend. And Simon talking about respect. Listen, listen, did Simon really think that Porsha was in love with him? Maybe Porsha gaslit him too. She was giving him rings and on her knees and asking him to marry her and giving him her credit card, talking about buy anything you want, love bombing a man that's supposed to be worth 40 million. That whole thing was weird. Next we have, and we're going to leave it with this. This woman said, what water can do to rock? Enjoy, my African brother. And he said, exactly. And I said, wow, we ain't never going to be free. What can water do to a rock? I don't know. Can we ask the Grand MF and Canyon what water can do to a rock? Can we ask the coast of every beach what water can do to a rock? Can we go to the caves of Serbia and ask what water can do to a rock? Water can do everything in the rock. What rocks fear water as much as Simon should fear God. Y'all listen. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Listen. Again, Simon posting every day. He's worth it. He knows the secret to scamming. Keep your head up. Don't let anything stop you. Move on to the next mark. Because, baby, judging by Simon's comment section, there's always Another one waiting. Y'all listen, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.